Welcome to the third episode of the Safe Bridge video series on family violence. In this episode, we will be discussing personal protection orders, otherwise known as PPOs. If you have been abused before and feel that you need additional protection from the person who caused you harm, a PPO is a court order that can be applied against a family member who has used violence as defined by the Women's Charter. As a document, it is a preventive measure meant to deter the act of violence and will only take legal effect when a breach has taken place. So who may apply? You have to be aged 21 and above to apply for a PPO on your own. Otherwise, you may reach out to a legal guardian or a trusted family member to assist you with the application. You may apply for a PPO online via the Integrated Family Application Management System or IFAMS using your SingPass. This is an online portal by the Family Justice Courts. Applying for the PPO can also be done at the Family Justice Courts directly or at one of the following centers through a video link service. What to expect? As the applicant, you will be referred to as the complainant, and the person you are applying against will be referred to as the respondent. Through IFAMS, you would need to factually report the dates and incidents of violence. Submitting a PPO application does not guarantee a court order, as you would still need to appear in person at the court or at one of the centers to affirm before the judge that everything you have written is true and accurate. After the affirmation, a court summon would then be served to the respondent. Please speak to a counselor at the court or at one of the above-mentioned centers if you have concerns about your safety. In such instances, an expedited order, which acts as a temporary PPO, may be granted. Following your application, a court-mentioned date would be stipulated where the complainant and the respondent would have to attend. If the complainant, that is you, does not attend the court mention, the PPO would be cancelled. If the respondent, the person you're applying against, does not attend the court mention, a warrant of arrest would be issued. During this court mention, the respondent would have access to the information shared during the application and would be asked if he or she agrees to the PPO. If the respondent agrees, a PPO would be granted. Otherwise, the case may move towards a trial where both parties would have to present evidence supporting their case. Now, this whole process may be complex and confusing. You may also be worried about the legal implications on the respondent, who is usually a loved one. To aid in decision-making, do speak to a social worker about your concerns and to feel supported throughout this process. Here is a summarized timeline to help you understand the processes in a nutshell. If you have further questions, you may refer to our website for the FAQ. Keeping yourself safe is a priority when you're experiencing violence. Stay tuned to our next episode to find out more. In the meantime, if you or someone you know is experiencing family violence and feels unsafe at home, you may consider reaching out and speaking with a social worker via one of the following resources. However, in an emergency, please call the police at 999 or SMS 71999.